position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Duke Blue Devils. The Volunteers will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Blue Devils offense takes the field. We'll keep a close eye on the play calling and just how diligent they are in getting the tight end involved, Jesse. It just didn't work last week.
Yeah, there's no question that this coaching staff, they know the offense basically goes as their big tight end goes. And that's why they lost their last game out. They didn't get him the ball enough. And that was a huge problem. So, David, big priority. Number one for this offense in this one, get him as many touches, as many ways as you can.
Yeah, feed the big fellow, the big target, the chain mover, the red zone area, but just, you don't have to be as accurate. I think that's the thing that's nice. When you're throwing to a big tight end over the middle of the field, like, he'll catch it and still get hit. It's not that big of a deal, so we got to use the big fella.
Finds his big tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
He'll try to do it himself. And that's a live ball behind the line. How in the world did the offense retain possession? This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The Blue Devils will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Volunteers offense has the ball for the first time. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. 2 NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line getting set on second down. Back to throw, it's Manning. Under fire. Finds some fresh air. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Used the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Lewis. Inside the 35. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's stripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down. The Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. That's reeled in. It's Boston. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Dead center perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll start this drive going to the air. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. The give to the tailback. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
And the Blue Devils will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Got it near midfield. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. So here is the Tennessee offense. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. He's going to run it. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
He'll do it himself. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a 1st down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy 1st down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
And the Vols trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Volunteer!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Beebe. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Blue Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
It's complete on the right side. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Blue Devils line up to punt it away. Wants to return it. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They've built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. Off the play fake on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Matthews. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling.
Yeah, so much fun to watch playmakers outside that they can run by you and go make big plays. Opens up the whole field, the whole offense, and this Orange fan base goes absolutely bananas.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give to the left side. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Hold and fire complete. He goes out of bounds, couple yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18. The Blue Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense gets set for second down. Looking to fire. Got his man on the right. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Blue Devils come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Third down. Gets the back moving. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Finds a man by himself. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
The Blue Devils line up trying to move the sticks on third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And they have converted their first 2 third-down opportunities, but this one a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. And the Blue Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Let's see what he can do with it. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do.
There he goes. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Tennessee loves relying on the big physical backs like a Jamal Lewis, and this guy fits the mold.
Yeah, guys you just didn't want to tackle. I mean, guys that run angry all the time, and it's a mindset. When Tennessee has that mindset, the fans go crazy, and their teams are usually their best squads.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
42 Spider.
Gives it on the option. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Quarterback on the keeper. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. And the Volunteers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. A 1st down run in the red zone. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
Back to throw, it's Manning. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee! And they take it in for 6 more points. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final. Oregon overcame a tough opponent, and not only that, a raucous crowd. The Ducks tuned out all the noise and showed this team can win on its field, your field, or a neutral field. Well done. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Blue Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
A strike downfield. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
And the Blue Devils getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Punts it out of the air. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. The give to the back. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Finds his tight end. A solid pickup, and he goes out of bounds at the 30.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. No good. You're looking for anything, just something to go your way. Couldn't find it there. Still down by 24, guys. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. To the air, it's Manning. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Or will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Boston. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Volunteers want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Great job by the receiver catching that curl route. And did you see the way he came back to the football? That's a great lesson for a lot of young receivers out there. You create separation by coming back to the quarterback.
Complete. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Catch in the middle. It's Jefferson. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Making side adjustments here. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Touchdown, Volunteer! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They scored again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
31-0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Gonna run it. It's Beebe. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Blue Devils will kick it off to start the second half. from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So here is the Tennessee offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal blocking.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Wants to throw. It's Manning. He rifles one deep to the left. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. Looking down the middle. Finds the big tight end. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
There are a lot of offenses out there that will probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep...
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And this has been a bit of the story of this game so far, is this quarterback's running ability and whether or not the defense can stop them. They got the play there. They were able to get a sack, rally to him, and get one of the faster quarterbacks you'll see in college football down on the ground. This guy already has over 40 rushing yards in this game, so he has had some success. But I think a big key now moving forward is how does this defense stop him?
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
The Vols will have it first and 10. Running back searching for a hole. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. First down here for the offense. Back to throw, it's Manning. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
This time it's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. He saw man coverage, and the idea, just get it to my receiver as quickly as I can and let him work, David.
See man and see the cushion and see the guy backed up a little bit. Now I know I can get it to him right now.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Vols will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Leaves it with the back. Burrows his way for a couple. He's out to the 8.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Quickly to the tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Blue Devils will call on their punt team. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. He'll field it close to the 50. And the returner goes down. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. Well, they missed the field goal. That's about the only thing that hasn't gone their way in this one. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. From the shotgun, the inside give. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Holding.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long, this one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. The Blue Devils send out the punt unit. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Handoff from the gun. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Breaks into the open. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to them and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Swings it out to his running back. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number. guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They go back to work in the final period of this one. To the ground, he's got it again. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. And the Volunteers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll go to the ground. At the 20, he's got space. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown ball! They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
We've been talking about this Big 12 showdown all week, guys. Let's show you how things played out. Missouri came through with a lunch pail, hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And I guess it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won. And the fact this wasn't ever really in question. Just another week in the Big 12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys.
Kevin, thanks a lot. And now they've lost the ball here. They get him for a safety. He tried with everything to scoop it up and get it out of the end zone, but they were there to stop him.
Yeah, and sometimes you get confused and you get lost when you're out of the field, but not that far. And I don't know how to explain this. I would love to give you words and break this down and be like, this is what he was thinking. I don't know what he was thinking.
On the run, it's Bishop. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. Turning it on! Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the 4th quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And the 3rd down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense. The Volunteers will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Weeks like this aren't tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. And they got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Looking to throw on 3rd. Going to take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Blue Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain.
Oh, he's got some space. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. The Vols, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Power football with the run. Oh, got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
I tell you what, I love no hesitation. I love my quarterback to make that RPO read, throw it to the right really quickly, but just got to be a little bit more accurate, maybe not rush it so much.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be first and goal. And the Vols pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. With the run on first and goal. Once again, finding nowhere to run against this defense. He's knocked down immediately.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him. All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Hits him with a stiff arm. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13. Didn't get much on first down, it's 2nd and 9. And off to Jones. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. To the ground to try to pick up the first.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend.
I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little...
There he goes! They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. And the Volunteers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They go to the ground. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.